All right, everyone, so what we're going to work on today is we're going to be doing a drawing of our names in these Mayan glyphs. So if we notice, this is a paper handout. This just shows pictures of them, but they're done in black and white, and we notice they have light parts, dark parts, lots of use of value there. So we can actually draw those using value to make them look more three-dimensional, to make them appear like forms. So this is a replica of the Mayan calendar stone. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to draw it as if it's actually carved into stone, where you will have areas that are low relief, which you notice are darker, and the high relief parts stick up higher, therefore they catch more light, they're lighter. So what I'm going to do is I have this piece of paper, I want it to look really old, so I'm actually using a remnant from a brown paper grocery bag. So I'm going to sketch out the lettering for my name. So I'm going to look at just my first name. So we're just going to do our first names. You don't have to do first, middle, and last. That might be a little too much work. So I'm looking here, and what I need to do is my first name, Jason, has 5 letters to it. So I need to think about visually, how am I going to fit 5 of these glyphs on here? If I notice, they all seem to fit inside these squares. So if I can visualize 5 square sections on there, I can actually measure that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little registration marks here, like if this is the first letter, don't go past this mark. Second one, third, up. See, I've already got a problem. I got to scoot over a little bit more. First one, second one, third one, and then here I'm going to have room for 2 more. All right, so I've sort of made some marks so I don't go past that when I'm sketching my glyphs. So the first one that I need to do is the J. So if I look on here and find the J, to me it looks like somebody's face or something, okay? So it looks like if I visualize what shape all of that kind of makes together, looks like it sort of fits inside of a square with almost rounded corners to it. So I'm going to sketch that part out first. So looking at it, I would say, okay, and I'm going to use a black color pencil to draw with, so I know this is showing up on camera. You guys can feel free to sketch with a regular pencil. Doing it kind of light until I commit to what I actually see there. So there's the form, or there's the shape everything seems to fit inside of. Now looking at it, I say, okay, well, there's different things on there. To me, that's like some guy's mouth, and that's his nose, and these 2 things are his eyes, so these would be his eyebrows. Well, if I look, there's a line right there in the middle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to split it down there, and then I'm going to draw the shape that I see. So it goes back this way, and then it goes out and connects to the side, goes up this way, goes out, connects to the side, and then I see these little spheres that seem to be carved out of stone along the side there. So I'm going to draw a series of those going down the side. And I'm not going to look at your work later and count like, there's 5 there, do you have 5? I'm not really looking for that. I'm looking for how are you getting that 3D effect when you actually draw this. So sketching that on there, and then this part that I think is supposed to be something like a mouth shape, that seems to be touching the bottom. So I'm going to make sure it touches the bottom when I put it on there. So that lets me know it's in the right place. There's a triangle sitting on top of that. There we go. And then some squares. So it's easy to sort of, it's almost like I'm drawing a map. Something is on top, I put it on top. All right, so I've got this one done, and I'm missing that little rectangle piece sticking out there inside that semicircle shape. So now I need to do the A. The A is a little more narrow, has a little bit less to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that part. I'm gonna put it over here, trying to make it so you guys aren't seeing a big glare on it. So that needs to fit inside this space. So at first I'm going to lightly sketch it. So this one, if I was visualizing a shape around it, would really fit more inside of a rectangle. So this should go out here. So this, need to check this for accuracy. This part actually sticks out a little bit past that. So I'm going to lean it out more, and this needs to come in. So I'm glad I'm checking my work. This shape in here. So I'm going to continue sketching these, and you notice, like, if I keep going at this size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be able to fit 5 of those in there. If you had a really long first name, you of course would be drawing a little smaller. If you had a short first name like Bob, you would be drawing bigger.